Dirty South. Can y'all really feel me?
Feel us.
East Coast feel me.
Feel us.
West Coast feel me.
Say what?
Dirty South.
Here we go.
Can y'all really feel me?
Baby girl.
East Coast feel me. West Coast feel me.
Can you feel us?
Dirty South.
Dirty, dirty.
Can y'all really feel me?
Feel it.
Hey y'all, so welcome to a new series that I'm doing. I recently was asked to be the wardrobe assistant on a show called Ready to Love, thanks to my connection, Jawan, aka Sage. I've known Jawan since middle school, honestly, and I appreciate his referral. I really do. If you all are just now tuning in or watching my vlog or YouTube channel for the first time, I'm a personal stylist. My name is Kristen Johnson, and I'm the CEO of Sophisticated Chic Brand, personal styling firm for professional, executive, and entrepreneurial women, where I help them to make an impact and a statement with style. I also have founded an organization called Black Women Who Style, for Black stylists to come and make connections, learn about the styling industry, and grow in business. And last but not least, I'm also a coach for personal stylists, aspiring and emerging personal stylists who are wanting to really transform their style hustle into a thriving business. And this is me. So like I mentioned earlier, Jawan asked me if I was available to assist on this show, and I said yes. Business right now is a little slow for me, so I was excited about the opportunity. This particular opportunity is wardrobe styling. So I will be on set styling just one person, the host, who is a guy, and I'm excited about it. There is a personal stylist who was in charge of pulling all of the looks, and she is unavailable to be on set for some of the show. So I have been in collaboration with her to make sure that the looks are ready to go each and every week for recording. So I was gonna start this vlog tomorrow, but today is the day before my first day, and it got me running around. So thankfully, the rain has stopped. It was raining earlier, but it has stopped and the sun is now out. Hopefully it stays out. So I have to actually take his looks for tomorrow to get pressed. I got all the clothes yesterday from the PA and everything was good to go. I figured, I could just steam them, and be good to go. But apparently they have to be pressed. So I'm like, okay, no worries. I'll take it to a dry cleaner in my area. I live in Baltimore, Maryland, for those of you who don't know. But apparently there is 2 items that the host actually has at his apartment that need to be pressed as well. The host lives in DC. So I'm on my way to the host to pick up those 2 items, and then I'm on my way to take the items that need to be pressed to the nearest dry cleaner so they can get pressed and be ready to go for tomorrow. I'm mad. Not really in the mood to complain at all. This is what I signed up for, so I'm really trying to be a good sport with this. But this is what happens when you are working on set as a wardrobe stylist, as any stylist, honestly, working on set and dealing with a production team. There are a lot of last minute things, a lot of running around, and just a lot that goes into all of this. So I'm happy to be a part. I'm excited to also be making this extra money because your girl needs it. But aside from that, I'm on my way to DC right now, y'all. Side note, I have my first group meeting with my interns today at 6 p.m. It is 3:30. So it says I'm gonna get in DC at around 4:45-ish, hopefully. And I'm gonna take them to a dry cleaner and get it rushed and hopefully have everything done by 6, and I'll just have my meeting in the car. So that is my goal. If it gets to a point where I'm behind time, then I will contact my interns and let them know that we're gonna have to push our meeting back to 6:30 or possibly even to Friday. I would really like it for it to be tonight, because that is what I need. I need to talk to them. But aside from that, this is why I have interns, because of God knew these opportunities were coming and I needed some extra hands. But yeah, this is the beginning of a vlog. I was trying to decide how I wanted to do this. I think I might split it up, part 1 and part 2, and because it's 90 days I will be on set. And also the kicker is that I just got offered a position at Rue La La as a personal stylist / personal shopper. So I actually start on Monday, the 26th of July at 9 a.m. So my prayer for both of these opportunities is that they do not interfere with one another. Rue La La, to start, will be part-time, so I'll only be putting in about 20 to 25 hours a week for the first 90 days, and then after that I'll be hired full-time. So it's so funny because I'll pretty much be on set for 90 days until October. So they're both going to be happening at the same time. I'm pretty sure if I couldn't handle it, it wouldn't have happened that way. So I know it's going to be fine. I can definitely be stretched. I'm not that type of person who makes up excuses. If something needs to get done, I make it happen. I just don't want to be falling asleep behind the goddamn wheel, because that has happened multiple times before, and we ain't gonna wish that on me, so I'm not even gonna talk about that. But yeah, so I start my job on Monday. Mind you, I still have to run my 3 businesses and still make this wardrobe assisting job shake. So I have a lot on my plate right now. Not too much though. I think I'll be fine. Honestly and truly, I really feel like I'll be fine. And Rue La La comes first. That's priority, because my goal is to get hired full time. So I will definitely be communicating with the team and letting them know days that I'm unable to show up and be available, because I don't want them to assume that I'm available every single day. So I say that to say, welcome to my new vlog. I think I want to call it BTS, Behind the Shoot. But it's not even a shoot, it's a show. Behind the show. Okay, behind the show. Wardrobe styling and wardrobe styling assistant and personal styling job. Experiences, like, I don't know. I'll figure out a title and y'all will see clearly when I release this vlog. But I'm excited to let y'all get a peek inside everything that I'm doing. Hopefully I can record some footage while I'm on set. Not really of them, but of me working, ideally, and making this thing happen. But I will try to make this as interesting and as detailed as I can. So yeah, so I'll also like let y'all know which day is which. I'm probably gonna split it up in 30 days. I think I said this earlier, but it's 90 days total. So 30 days and 30 days, part 1 and part 2. So we will see. But I'm gonna focus on driving right now so I can make sure I meet my time, and I will talk to y'all in just a bit. Headed back to the car. Just picked up everything. I didn't pay for parking, so let's pray I don't have a ticket. I wasn't up there that long, so it shouldn't be no problem. But now I have to take and get everything pressed, so I have to find a dry cleaner while I'm in the car. So I will see y'all in a bit. All right, y'all, so I found a dry cleaner. I kind of had to like say like, hey, I need it to be rushed, I'll pay extra, like just make it happen. So they said they could, so we'll see. I'll probably have to, this is hurting my finger, I'll probably have to sit and wait for them to be done, which that's the price you gotta pay when trying to get things rushed. So I will be doing that, and yeah, so stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I just dropped off the clothes and I have to pick everything up by 6:30. It's 5:15. That's not that long, but it's long enough when you don't got nothing to do. I don't know nobody in DC like that. It's like I do, but I don't. I really gotta think. Like my cousin, possibly. I could hit him up. But honestly, I feel like by the time I do all of that, it's gonna be time to pick it up for real. So I may just walk around, honestly, and see what's here. I really don't want to move my car because I'm in such a good spot. And this tow truck is like riding around. I think I'm okay. Yeah, it says resident permit parking only, but sorry, at this point, what the fuck? Where am I supposed to go? And how do you really tow people out of a parallel park? Can you tow people out of a parallel park? I don't know. But I'm about to put this stuff in a trunk and then I'm gonna figure out what I'm about to do. Hey y'all, so I didn't get a chance to talk to y'all after I picked up the clothes, but the clothes are all steamed and pressed, ready for tomorrow. I was on Zoom with my interns when I picked it up, so I wasn't able to record anything. But I'm on my way home. It is 7:30. I'm about maybe 30 to 40 minutes out. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Again, like I said, I don't know if I said this, but I'm trying to really be a good sport about this whole, like, you know, last minute stuff, running errands and all of that. I've done this before. Like, I've lived this life before. I've been styling for a long time. And it just gets to a point where you don't want to let everything make you annoyed. It's just not that serious. It's really not. If you can do it, you can do it. If you can't, you can't. But like, make shit happen. Like, regardless of how, like, regardless of what your role is, which is ideally probably going to be a stylist, but regardless of how, like, important you feel your role is as a stylist or whatever you're doing in this industry, you are very important. And you are a part of a whole machine. And if the machine does not have you, it's not going to work properly. So if they did not have me, they would have not been able to get the clothes steamed and all of that stuff and make the things happen that I made happen, because they just didn't have the manpower to do it. So they probably would have made it work, but it probably would have been a lot on them. So my job is super important as a wardrobe assistant, and I'm appreciated, and I know that they will appreciate me, and that is my my GPS. But yeah, I right now my main focus is to just figure out what time I need to be where I need to be tomorrow, because niggas don't live close, so I need to know. But aside from that, you know, hopefully they'll let me know by tonight so I can contact Natasha and let her know that I'm unable to be a part. At least like a time frame. Like, I need to know, like, will y'all need me at 6 or what? Because I actually have a Clubhouse conversation scheduled for 6 tomorrow with one of my previous clients that I worked with, and she is a coach, and she has these topics that are like set aside for us to talk about every Thursday on Clubhouse. And if I'm unable to attend, I really wanted to let her know like the day before, but because they are taking forever to tell me what time I need to, like, what time call time is, it's annoying. So I'll probably just have to tell her like as early as possible in the morning when I find out. But I still can make it happen. I always make things happen, so we'll see. But yeah, my arm is getting tired. I'm on my way home. It's no traffic, so I'm thankful. It was really just like a smooth, like, whole process too. Like, it wasn't like a lot going on. Like, I got to DC, got the clothes, found the cleaners, got the clothes steamed, had my meeting with my interns, and boom, now I'm on my way home. So it wasn't a lot. So yeah, This is the ending of, I guess, day one. It's not an official day one. My official day one is tomorrow. So this is day 0.5, I guess you could say. But I'm excited for tomorrow, excited for something new. And hopefully I can find a check from my business account. So when I get paid, I want them to direct deposit the money into my business checking account. And they need a voided check. And I don't think I have any checks from my business. I feel like they gave me checks, but I don't know. So I have to double check and figure that out when I get home. Hopefully I have some, but if not, like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I can get some checks this weekend for real. I know you can like order them. I don't know. But yeah. All right, y'all. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It's officially day one of the Ready to Love wardrobe assistant gig. And I'm on my way to location number 1, which is actually in Columbia, which is not too far from my house. So thank God for that. I just left Walgreens because I needed to get double-sided tape that I forgot to get yesterday. But I was able to get it this morning, which was cool. Your girl ain't had no money, so Jordan, my boyfriend, sent me some gas money. And I don't like need gas right now, but I know that I will need gas. But I was able to use some of that money to get the double-sided tape. I have a business account, but because that's in overdraft, niggas ain't got shit yet. So, and I'm being super transparent with y'all. Let me roll up the window because I can't hear, and y'all probably can't hear me. But I would suggest, if you are a stylist, aspiring stylist, emerging stylist, whatever, that when you do these gigs, that you actually have either a business account. Well, yeah, you should always have a business account, but you should keep track of what you are spending so that you can get reimbursed for it. So keep your receipts, make sure you keep track of everything, so that you can get reimbursed. So for me, I did not use my business account to buy that tape because, like I said, it's an overdraft. So I am holding on to the receipt to give to whoever is needed, to whom it may concern, so that I can get reimbursed for that. Also, make sure that you keep track of your mileage. So I use Quickbooks, what is it called? Because it's a couple of different QuickBooks. It's Quickbooks Self-Employed. So I use that app to, 1, track my mileage, and 2, to keep track of all my business expenses. So I pay, I think it's like either $12 or $15 a month to have that account. And I'm able to, like I said, keep track of my mileage. So when you create your account for QuickBooks, you can put in like your car information and make sure your location is always on, and it'll notify you like when you're going to and from a place, and it'll tell you, or it'll ask you whether or not that location that you travel to was business related or personal related, and you can let them know which is which. So that way you can keep track of your mileage and get paid during tax time. You can get those deductions, because it's a lot of traveling that goes into doing things like this. Even when you're even when you're a personal stylist, fashion stylist, whatever, like you're traveling to the mall, you're traveling to different stores, you're traveling to be on set, you're traveling to meet up with the client. Like, it's a bunch of driving. That is one of the main reasons why I became a virtual stylist, because I don't have time to be doing all of this driving. Now, this is a little different because it's not like forever. Like, this is temporary. I'll be done with this in October. But aside from that, if this is what you want to do for your entire life, you need to make sure that you keep track of your mileage, because that's super important. But like I said, I'm on my way to the first location, and it's in Columbia. I have to be there by 9. It's about 8:34-ish, I think. So I will definitely be there on time. I have my mask, I have some snacks, I have my computer just in case I need to pull it out, but typically I can respond to stuff on my phone. I'm on my way to the location, so I will see y'all when I get there.
Girls need love, yeah. Girls need love, girls need love. Say something. Girls need love, girls need love, girls need love, yeah. Girls need love. So what's a girl to do? Yeah. She needs love. Some girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah.
All right, y'all. So I found the location because I was confused. I'm like, I don't see where I'm supposed to be at. But I saw that the place was named Curd, so I'm like, oh, so maybe that's the place. But then when I put it in my GPS, it said it was 2 minutes away. I'm like, but this is where it told me to go. So I found it because I'm smart. I didn't bring any other clothes in, so that's what I'm on my way to do now, to grab the clothes. I'm keeping the stuff that isn't necessary in my trunk, but aside from that, I will be grabbing everything else. Hopefully my phone doesn't die because I only have my car charger, so that's annoying, but we gonna make it work.
I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see it, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no other for me, it's only you. I wanna be down with what you go. I wanna be down. I wanna be down. I wanna be down. No matter the time of day and night, it's gonna be down. Wanna be
Yo, hear me out. Anybody do that dance and nasty up and them nasty up. Fix things, quick things, loopings. Well, alright then. From you see me a cleanest. Clothes when me rocking at the fucking realest. Ching-ching-ching. Inna the Louis V vest. Girl want with his real silicone and real bless. And a blow breeze for the head of my penis. Coolest breeze that me rocking a sleeveless. That make ease out.
Pen over here. Let's see. I done lost the golf man. I'll tell you that right now. Golf man gone. Try to say, I don't know if we say the golf man. really ain't bad. I'll give you that. I'm gonna give you that. Let's see, just a bad cup and look. It ain't bad. No, you got it. You're gonna rock it. Oh, you taped them down? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Ain't no tags on nothing, Chris?
No.
Okay. Come on up. Don't be scared. Get on in there. When you help Shaquita get dressed, you put it on her hands. Put it on. Right, let's see what this is.
I can hold it up.
All right. Good? Good for me. Good for you, good for me. Good for me.
Does it need to be taped down?
Is it tape?
I think we put a piece on there.
Okay, well, we gotta take it out and do that.
It felt pretty snug.
Just leave it. If it's snug, we good. All right, we ready? Mouth.
Hey guys, so that is a wrap. The day is over. We finished up around maybe 4:30, so definitely a faster day than I thought it would have been, but I'm very thankful for that. It was a super easy day too. I actually took a nap slightly, but Tommy was super cool, the host. The makeup artist Bailey was super nice, and everybody was super cool and nice. So it was just great to be back on set and to get back in the swing of things. I've never done a TV show. I've only done e-commerce production styling, so it was definitely a little bit different, but a lot easier. So it was nice. Now my next step, I need to make sure that my payment information is confirmed. So I have to see if I could send in like a bank statement or just go tomorrow to the bank and try to request some checks. And then they need confirmation that I got my COVID test. So I sent her the text message that I got, but apparently, you know, it doesn't really specify my name or anything. So I have to figure out how to log into my account and get what I need. So, but all of that can be figured out tomorrow because I'm on my way home now. I have a Clubhouse conversation at 6. Don't really feel like doing it, but it was an obligation that was confirmed for the month of July. So I have this week and I have next Thursday to do it. So that's what I'm doing now. Didn't really get a chance to post today on social media, but it's not a huge deal. I'm definitely going to make sure when I talk to my interns tomorrow that I give them the ability to do that, so I'm not having to do it myself, because I hate not posting, because I had the content, you know, I had the captions, so when stuff is moving, it's just I don't really feel like doing it and making time for it. And my phone was about to die. So my phone is charging right now. So I need to make sure my phone is fully charged and that I have a box charger next time because I don't have time. But yeah, overall it was a really great day. I got some great footage of me styling and getting Tommy dressed. So all of that will be in the vlog. You probably have already watched it by the time you get to this point. But again, thank you to Jawan, aka Sage, for referring me to this opportunity. And I think I'll be back on Tuesday, so that'll be day 2, and I'll be recording then too. It may be a little redundant, we'll see. I know the looks will be different, so I have to check in with Veronica and see what looks she wants to style him in then. But aside from that, it was a good day, y'all. Thank you, Lord. I'll talk to y'all next time. Hey y'all, happy Monday. Today is 2.5 of the wardrobe assisting project, and I'm not actually on set today but running errands. I feel like I mentioned this in the last video I recorded, but I actually did not allocate my time for the errands that I ran earlier. So I'm kind of like mad at myself about that, but I'm not gonna hold it against myself. I'll know to allocate that time for this. I made like phone calls today, and I sent like quite a few texts to the stylist and my other point of contact, so I'll definitely be making sure I allocate that time because I don't have time for this. But I'm headed to the dry cleaners to pick up the items that were pressed. Then I have to go to FedEx to mail a package off to the stylist, and then I have to go to the bank so that I can request a direct deposit slip, because apparently the one that they have online is not what they need. So I don't know what in the world they need, but at this point I'm gonna just go to the bank and see if I can get what I need to get, because I don't have time. I really would like to have direct deposit, because if you live in Baltimore and you're familiar with Bethesda, then you know Bethesda is far, and I ain't about to be driving all the way to Bethesda to pick up a check when I could just get direct deposit. So that is what's happening today. So I'm about to go into the cleaners and pick up these clothes, and I have to call them at the office so I can get their information to pay for everything, because like I said, not doing that. It's actually impossible for me to do it because my account is not flourishing right now. So I will need for them to do that. So I'm gonna call and hopefully they answer the phone. So y'all pray for me. All right, y'all. So I called to get the card information. I got it, but of course the cleaners wasn't trying to manually put in the card number. I'm like, the last cleaners I went to did that, and I asked you before I called if you were able to do that, but apparently there's always like a language barrier when you're talking to someone who isn't, you know, their first language isn't English. So I get it. So I make sure I speak very clearly and I ask questions, but that's besides the point. So I had to get the woman, my point of contact, to actually cash at me the money, which I'm like, oh, you can do. So the original woman that I called suggested that I speak to my point of contact. I'm like, oh, okay. I wasn't aware that I could reach out to her and ask her those things, but cool. Now I know moving forward. Called her, boom, bam, told her, yeah, I have the card number, but they can't take it manually. So is there any way you can like cash at me the amount? Oh yeah, cool, make it happen. So she had to do that, which was not a problem. I have a Cash App card. So now that I know that I can do that, I'm gonna start asking her to just cash at me the balance so that I don't have to do anything. I'm got all the receipts organized, like y'all don't have to worry about that. But I just need the funds to make this stuff happen for y'all. But aside from that, I'm on my way to the bank first because I think they close early on Mondays, if I'm not mistaken. But I need to go. I need to look at the email really quick that I got from one of the women on the set team, the production team, and make sure that I'm requesting the right form to get direct deposit. Because apparently the direct deposit that I got access to is not what they need. So I'm confused, and I want to be clear when I'm asking the people at the bank or telling them what I need so they understand. So before I go in, I'm gonna read that email, make sure I understand what I need, and yeah, hopefully I don't have any issues with that. And then after that, I have to go to FedEx, and the stylist gave me a account number to use. So apparently that's gonna be my form of payment for that. So yeah, I'm going to try that out. I was gonna say try that on for size, but try that out, and hopefully I don't have any issues with that. So but we will see. All right, y'all. So I'm like, 2 seconds away from getting frustrated, but I think I'm good. I just need like a moment. So when you're working on production, a lot of things are very last minute. Especially when, from my experience, a show, so a television show. So the show that I'm working on, they decided to add an extra day on Wednesday for us to record the host. And that's fine, but he needed new clothes for this particular recording. So with that being said, the personal stylist who was in charge had to go out and purchase clothes, mail them to me. I'll get them tomorrow. Of course, before he wears them, everything needs to be steamed and altered. So we're shooting on Wednesday. I won't get the clothes until Tuesday. That leaves me 0 time to literally do anything. So I had to go out and just call around like the DC area and find a tailor who could tailor the clothing and also now steam. The tailor is Hispanic or Spanish, and I took 5 years of Spanish in middle school and high school. I graduated high school 10 years ago. I don't remember that shit. So I'm trying to speak very clearly so she'll understand me. And she speaks English, but you clearly can tell that English is her second language. So I'm praying to God, and y'all can pray for me too, that she is able to make these alterations and steam the clothing and do what needs to be done, because we don't have a lot of time, and this is literally like all on me, I feel like, at this point. So it's kind of annoying, but I did my part, so I'm praying that, you know, everything works out with that. So I just dropped off the clothing that needed to be mailed back to the stylist at FedEx, so they're doing that. I got her receipt. I'm keeping all of these receipts, and pro tip, I probably mentioned this before, but please keep all your receipts of anything that you are doing regarding the project that you're working on, because you want to make sure you keep track of all of those things. I'm also keeping track of my mileage, so anytime that I drive, I use the the Quickbooks Self-Employed app, so I'm able to track my mileage for everything that I'm doing for this show. And I'm also going to allot my time for this as well. Excuse me. So now I need to figure out how I'm gonna get gas, because I have to drive all the way to Fulton tomorrow. I won't be able to drop the clothes off to homegirl until 6:30, which shouldn't be a huge deal, because I know last time we got out, we wrapped up around 5, so it shouldn't be too bad. And by the time I leave there, she should be home. Hopefully I won't have to wait for her to get there, but yeah, I don't know why I can't just meet her at her location and she'll just take it home, but whatever, not a big deal. But she's nice enough to do the alterations last minute, so I just pray to God she understands everything that I'm saying. And also, because we won't necessarily have her on set, I'll have to make sure that the suit is like at a decent length, and just, you know, marked in the areas that it needs to be altered, so it actually will fit him correctly. So that's gonna take me back to my trunk club days when I was taking measurements and doing custom suits for men, because I haven't done that in 5 years. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's not difficult, but I'm not really trying to take his measurements for real. I'm just going to hem the sleeve and hem the pant. That shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, so now I have to try and go get gas, and I'll make my way home because I have a meeting at 6. So that wraps up today. I think we called this day 1.5 because we had day 1 last time and then day 0.5 the day before. So day 2 will be tomorrow, and day 3 will be on Wednesday, so I'll be recording then. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. Happy day 2. Day 2.5, day 2. Yesterday was day 1.5, so today is day 2. I'm trying to keep up with the days. So it's my second day going in and working on set. And I'll be there today, and I'll also be there tomorrow. So I'm headed to the restaurant location. It's not the same location as it was last week. It's a different location. And call time is at 8:30, not far from my house at all. But I do know that this person behind me needs to get off my ass. That's what I do know. But this is why I don't miss the morning commute. I don't. But I feel good. I feel confident, just a little. We're waiting on the suit to come. It should arrive today. My point of contact was already reaching out to me this morning via email, talking about, hey, can we come up with a plan B just in case it doesn't arrive? Like, girl, everything will be fine. Freaking relax. So I contacted the stylist, and she's like, we don't have a plan B. Everything should be fine. I'm like, yeah, I think it will too. So I have everything that I need as far as what he's wearing today. It's just a matter of getting my hands on what he's wearing tomorrow, so that can be altered and pressed. I'm rolling my eyes behind these glasses. But aside from that, my GPS is on, so I can know where I'm going. I don't know about y'all, but let me know in the comments if y'all never been to a certain part of where you live. So for example,
exit right.
I'm headed to Fulton, Maryland, and I've never heard of Fulton, Maryland. I honestly don't even know. I didn't know where it was, but when I put it in my GPS, I'm only 30 minutes away. So stuff really be sounding like super far until you like put it in your GPS and realize that it's not. So that's good. I haven't really had to travel really far for anything just yet. I know tomorrow I'm going to DC, which is what I thought everything would be in DC, but it's fine. I'm not like mad about it. The closer the better. But I had to cancel my interview for tomorrow because I didn't want to chance doing all of that and working on the show. And also Jordan invited me to this event tomorrow. That's from 5 to 7. So hopefully I'm able to actually attend that. I would prefer to do an event as opposed to an interview. I don't really got to talk to people at an event. I just can show up, be cute, eat, and drink. So we'll see. Again, I know I'll be in DC tomorrow, so prayerfully everything will wrap at a decent time. But aside from that, yeah, just keep me in y'all prayers.
0.1 miles.
And I will be at peace today. I will be calm. I will be not stressed at all. And I know these people who are driving around me need to not be stressed and rushing either. It's no rush to nothing. Like, it's really not. If you're late, you're late. If you're early, you're early. Like, what are you rushing for? At this point, you're already late. So if you're rushing, you're still going to be late. I'm just trying to, like, remain calm and not, like, let every little thing, like, make me feel away. Like, I don't have time. So that is my, my pep talk for this morning. But I'm going to focus on driving, and I'll talk to y'all when I get there.
I can run like a race for hours and hours and don't stop. I can float, I can fly to the highest mountain top. I can breathe you, I can drink in your life, I can live on your smile. I can trip
Hey y'all, so we just wrapped. It's 3 o'clock on the dot and I got myself up out of there. It was hot as hell. They barely had the air on. It's 100 degrees outside today, so you could probably hear my air conditioning. I'm about to try and turn it down though. I'm sweating bullets. But today went pretty well. We definitely wrapped a lot earlier. The guys are a lot quicker than the women. Now I know. As far as the looks, one of the original looks that he was supposed to wear, the host, he said he already wore it. So that was something that his stylist didn't realize. So thankfully I had brought 2 other blazers for him to wear, or a backup blazer for him to wear. Honestly, they looked very similar. They both were like a brown color. So he still looks very nice, but I know it's just not what I was hoping that he would wear. But aside from that, we rescheduled for tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about like breaking my neck trying to make it to DC by 8:30 a.m. to pick up his suit, and even dropping it off this evening to the tailor at 6:30. We never got the suit. So all of that, I wasn't really stressed out, but my point of contact was stressing. I'm like, girl, it's not that serious. It's serious, but it's not that serious. Like, it's out of our control. It was supposed to, his stylist overnighted it so that we can get it. She sent it yesterday so that we can get it this morning. But apparently there was like some bad weather. I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was in Atlanta or if it was in one of the places where it passed through. But it caused a delay for the package to come. So we never got the suit. And I was supposed to get the suit to try it on him, hem it, and then take it to the tailor. But since we never got it, we no longer are recording tomorrow. So we're rescheduling for next Wednesday. And like I told y'all, I had a work meeting today, originally at 11:30, but I'm glad I told her to change it to 2. But because I was logged in at 2 and, you know, we hopped on the call, but because the Wi-Fi connection was so bad, she was super spotty. So we just rescheduled it for 4:30. So God is always working, as you all can see. He always makes things work out in the best way possible, and these situations are definitely confirmation for me that he is real. But he played too much. Like, why you gotta cut stuff so close? Like with the tailoring, like all of that, and then like my meeting. It's like I was a little worried. I wasn't stressed out, but I was just, you know, a little worried. Like, okay, I just want to make sure I make my meeting on time. I want to make sure I'm able to chat with her for enough time, you know, because I'm really trying to make a good impression on Rue La La, because it's my 2nd day. But also, you know, having this wardrobe assistant gig, I agreed to both. So, you know, with me being virtual, I didn't think it was, you know, a huge deal or anything. But we have meetings scheduled every Wednesday at 10:30, and now we've rescheduled because we aren't on set tomorrow. We're rescheduling for a set on Wednesday of next week. So it's just like it's always going to be something to like get in the way. But again, these experiences and these opportunities are really testing my faith and testing my patience, which I appreciate to a certain extent, but golly. So I'm probably gonna have to express to my manager like, hey, I actually trying to figure out the best words to explain. I actually committed, or am committed to a wardrobe styling gig for a TV show that was confirmed before I even knew about the job, before I was even offered the job. So about 2 to 3 times a week I will be on set to styling this show. Now we have quite a bit of downtime, so I always bring my computer and all of that, but the locations are always different. So as far as like Wi-Fi connection, it's in and out sometimes, as you can see today. So I'll have to let her know that, and that was me like practicing. I'll have to let her know that, because I don't want her to keep thinking that like I'm too busy or like I'm making all of these, like, no, like I agreed to do this. It's 2 to 3 times a week, not always up to 2 to 3 times a week. Like this week it was just once, so I had the rest of the week to do what I need to do for the job. But like, I just want to express that to her, because again, I don't want to make a bad impression, and I also don't want her to think that I'm doing all of these things and I'm not fully focused, because I am. So I wasn't going to say anything to Rulala because that's my priority, but honestly I feel like I will have to. And she seems pretty flexible, but I don't want her to keep thinking like all of this stuff is going on and da 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 da, because it's not. Like, this was already pre-scheduled. So I have my schedule. Everything is pretty much confirmed for the most part, but like any like last minute stuff I honestly wouldn't be able to do. The cool thing about it though is that his stylist will be available, I want to say either next week or the week after next. So if I'm not able to like be on set or whatever, then I'm hoping that she can just do the do, and it won't be any issues, but we'll see. I definitely don't want to worry too much about it, and just keep praying about it as well, because that always helps. So no wardrobe assisting tomorrow and or for the rest of the week, which I'm happy about, because it's cool and I like it, but sometimes it is literally all day. So like, yeah. But I'm headed home now, and I will hop in the shower, prepare for my meeting at 4:30. I'll also figure out my timesheet and tack on my time for yesterday and today. I put in my calendar to submit my time every Friday, like I did with previous jobs that I've had. Always submit every Friday. And as far as my time submission for the wardrobe assisting, I have to submit it every Saturday. Still trying to figure out how I'm about to allocate, you know, these text messages and these phone calls that I'm getting outside of set. I reached out to the woman who was in charge of me when it comes to like time cards and scheduling. So I'll see what she says, but when I sent her the email, apparently I didn't explain myself well because she didn't understand. So I reworded what I said, literally saying the same thing. And hopefully she understands what I'm saying and gives me an idea on how I can do this. If not, then I'm just going to do it how I feel is best. And literally just allocate 30 minutes per like conversation, honestly. Because it's not like I'm texting people within like a certain hour or like within a certain time frame. Like, it's literally hella sporadic. Like throughout the day I'm getting texts, throughout the day I'm getting calls. It's like, how do I allocate that time? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's the best thing that I can do to make sure that I get paid for that time? Because I'm not about to not get paid for all of this time. Like, y'all are calling me at the most randomest times. Is randomest a word? Or most random times, and texting me, which I get it. Like, I'm not complaining, but I did not expect it to be like this, because I've had a production styling job before as an assistant stylist. It wasn't for a TV show, it's for e-commerce, and they never like texted me. They always sent emails, and it was always within like Monday through Friday 9 to 5 type of thing. Not like Saturday at 6 p.m. like, so. Or even in the morning. Like, I got a text from someone this morning at like 6 a.m. Like, what in the world? I mean, I don't keep my volume on. So my phone is, can you not see? Like, what? My phone is on silent at night and do not disturb at night. But when I wake up, you know, I take my phone off of do not disturb, and it was literally the first thing I saw, and I'm like, okay, like, what? Why are you texting me this early? I'm not even up. But yeah, it'll figure itself out. So that is my little rant for the day. This is the end of day 2. And it's going well, I think. It's definitely a lot easier. It's just very time consuming. It's easy but time consuming. So, but yes, if you enjoyed this vlog, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what else you like to see. I am not really supposed to be recording too much. I know they mentioned something to me today, like, hey, you really can't record. At least recording the cast and the host, which is understandable. But I could record myself, like styling, and I could record the clothes and like the location and all of that. I think that's perfectly fine. They just don't want me to really record the cast and the host and all of that, unless, you know, he says it's okay, which I think Tommy, he's cool with it, but just not like constantly. I understand that. But yeah, that's all that I have. So I think I'll end this right here, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like up to an hour, and I'll start the next one next week.